What's up, everybody? NTCertified here. It's Tuesday night. It's pretty late. It's about 10 p.m. right now. Just finished watching SmackDown Live. Probably not gonna upload this video until tomorrow morning, but at least I can say that I got it out of the way. This is gonna be more video game pickups. I told you guys before, picked up a lot of wrestling figures and a lot of video games and accessories in the past month and a half that I haven't gotten a chance to show you guys. So today we're gonna get into some Sega Saturn, some Nintendo, and we're gonna end it with some PlayStation. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Alright, as promised, let's start off with the Sega Saturn. First game that we have. This is actually a duplicate game. I already have a copy of this on Sega Saturn. This will be my second copy. This is a Virtual On Cyber Troopers. So this is a fighting game. There is like a story mode to it, but basically you're these huge like mechs. It reminds me of Gundam, but less what's the word I'm looking for? Less savage than Gundam. It's like a toned down version of like a Gundam, but it's not like Mobile Suit. And it's an open world, you know, free roam type game. Which actually is pretty good for its time on the Saturn. The Saturn had quite a few really good games that kind of stood out, and some games that really, you know, pushed the envelope, things that we hadn't seen before. And this is kind of one of those titles, having like an open world, you know, mechs and stuff like that, where you could fight. I don't like the game personally. I don't enjoy playing the game. But this is my second copy, getting it with a bundle of games that I purchased on eBay. So first game out of the way. Next game, this is Virtual Cop 2. Now this is one of the games that I would play over and over and over again at an arcade. Okay, it's just one of those classic games where you grab the gun and you play with a friend, and you know, feel like everything is like on rails, so it's like from scene to scene, and you're just like shooting at the first person that pops up, whether it's a civilian or a bad guy. You're just shooting everybody, and this is just one of those classic games that I will always remember. Virtua Cop and Virtua Fighter, just two great games. Not the most like polished games, but great games nonetheless. The next game, which I'm pretty intrigued about, and I have not gotten a chance to play it yet, this is called Area 51. So I did a little bit of research on this particular game. This came in the bundle. I didn't know a lot about it, but it reminds me of a Virtual Cop, where you go from scene to scene and you're shooting these like bad guys, and there's like some type of like nuclear breakout, and they kind of look like half zombie, half human type people. And what caught my eye about this game is that it used like actual like real people, kind of like Mortal Kombat, where they use full motion people, and they captured like the full body. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I don't know what it's called, but this is the same thing that this game did. You know how Mortal Kombat had actual like real body movement in the game instead of animation? That is what you're shooting in this game. Half zombies, and they're like real lifelike. Next game, this is Romance 4 of the Three Kingdoms Wall of Fire. This game I have no interest in. Not a big fan of turn-based RPG games, okay? But I know about romance. I remember these games from when I was a kid, never got into them, but I did have friends that loved to play these turn-based strategy RPG style games. So it kind of has a special place because I remember this from childhood. Not my favorite type of game, but it was very cool to see this in the box when I got it at home. I opened it up and I'm like, man, this is freaking romance in the package, and everything is there. Like, these Sega Saturn cases are super crisp, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm super happy about it. Next game is Dark Savior, and this is more of like a puzzle type strategy style game. I would consider it like an RPG, more of like a 3D platformer, because when you're playing the game, you have to rotate the camera to have your person actually move from platform to platform. So it was like a 3D platformer, kind of before 3D platformers were popular, I would say. But all in all, decent game actually. This game actually still goes for about like 50 bucks in the resale market. So that's pretty cool. I probably won't ever play it, but it's good to have it in my collection. You know, I got a lot of games in that box. Most of it was Sega stuff. And all the cool Sega stuff I'm holding on to for a later video. So please don't think that all this stuff in here are things that I'll never play, because that's not true. Moving on, let's get into some Wii U games, okay? So I got one game, and then I got another game for like half off, okay? So the first game I picked up was Paper Mario Color Splash. The reason I picked this up is because I have never played a Paper Mario game, ever. Not even on the N64, not on the GameCube, not on the Wii, ever. And I've always wanted to play one, so I figured this would be a really good start. I believe I got this on a major discount. I believe it was $29.99, and I got the second game for half off, and I went and picked up Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE. Only because it has characters from Shin Megami Tensei. So I have Paper Mario for my Wii U, and then I have Tokyo Mirage Sessions on my Wii U. I'm not sure when I'm ever gonna have the chance to play these bad boys, but when I'm ready, bam, here they are. Next game, now this one's pretty special for me. I just can't play it because I don't have a PS Vita. This is Skyforce Anniversary. You know those shoot 'em up games? And some of them were really, really good. Games like Musha, you know, awesome games. And then you have some that are just like mediocre, kind of like a Jungle Strike on the Genesis. This bad boy is more of a remaster than anything, but it plays on the Vita and it plays smooth and it feels rewarding. It looks good, and I want to play it, and I want to play it so bad, but I don't have a PS Vita. I can't play it. So I've been thinking to myself, should I go out and buy a PS Vita just to play games like Skyforce? Do I really want to spend 150 bucks on a PS Vita to play Skyforce? Maybe I could download it. I haven't even looked at downloads yet. The last game is a twofer. This is Skullgirls Second Encore. I have a copy on the Vita, and I have a copy on the PS4. This and Skyforce were actually all from limited run games. If you don't know what limited run games is, they release, I wouldn't say rare titles, but odd titles that you can't find in physical release. They release them through limited run. They'll do anywhere from 2,000 copies up to about 7,000 copies, depending on the game, but you can get some really cool titles through limited run. Like I've gotten Firewatch through limited run. I've gotten Night Trap on my PS4 through limited run, Skyforce Anniversary, and now both copies of Skullgirls. Now, I pre-ordered this game, I want to say maybe almost 2 years ago, and just got it maybe 2-3 months ago in the mail. So this is based in like the 1940s, like a post-war type setup where you have these women, because all of the characters are women, and this is a fighting game, kind of fast-paced, nice art, cartoony style. All these women are competing to get these hearts, and these hearts give you these special abilities, but the unpure people turn into these monsters called Skullgirls. So it has a really nice story. It's a lot of dialogue in between the story, but the actual gameplay is not bad. That's why I wanted to pick up these two. I remember seeing the first Skullgirls. I have not seen a lot of second Encore, but I knew right off the bat that I wanted to pick this game up regardless of anything, and that's what I did. It also came with the official soundtrack because it came with like a special edition. So I got both games, the soundtrack, a couple stencils and some stickers and some cards and some stuff like that. So that is another batch of video game pickups that I have gotten fairly recently. I have another stack downstairs that I will bring up when I'm ready to show you guys, and everything is Sega. Got some Saturn, I got some Sega CD, and I have some Genesis. So really excited to get into some retro pickups with you all very, very soon. And also, we have a giveaway coming up in less than 24 hours, guys. Check out my last video if you have not seen my God of War giveaway. And just a heads up, there's another one coming before the end of the month. So stick around for that. As always, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you as always. This is NTCertified. Please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the Certified Club because we would love to have you. And until next time, guys. Peace.